Dr. Michael Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello! On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie coochie go, and taste. Taste my chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour. Our first stop is the sound. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is on. Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye. Come into play? I love to.
This is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination. So let the good times roll. Woo! You win 1 cent.
Don't! Oh, yes, that really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. One awful whiff can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your mind defies what interests your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose.
You know, I'm sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea! We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I've made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. Makes them fly up and upside down. Now here's a real open house. Come on in. Imagination is the brain's open house.
Imagination? This just turned upside down. It's time to get back to the institute.
I know, sorry.
Well, if you can't beat them, join us. We set them free, and all what they can do. Those magic sparks from me and you.
You see, Doc, I knew you'd get it, because you got a wonderful imagination.
I do. Oh, yes. Thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
One little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of every... Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and...
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye.
Figment? Oh, he's gone. Our research shows that smells often trigger the imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come into play.
Coming to play? I love you.
Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll. Woo! You win one
Figment,
cent.
don't! Oh, yeah, that really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows.
One awful whip can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your money finds what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose.
You know, I'm sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I've made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around.
Makes them fly up and upside down.
One little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything.
I don't know how that got
Our
on.
journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are seen over the lakes. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning of something.
Oh, glowing. Is Miranda snail flying?
Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicines, and other elements essential to our lives.
Sorry. Okay. I'll do it later.
In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm.
Talking to you. Yeah.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for
They want me
chemicals.
to take it back. Are you good?
Here Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting
How
crops.
will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times.
So where do you want to stop? Let me give you some of them sky pickles. Okay.
Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world.
The pumpkins are gone. Probably used to Halloween. Miracle fruit. Banana.
When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve at restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus
For your safety, please keep your hands inside the boat. Parents, please watch your children.
increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
We can't take Susan on Figment, we can't take Brandon living the plan. I jumped to it, then it is.
coffee.
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water,
9-pound lemon.
fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that
Eggplant
prey on
tree.
harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides.
Cucumber.
We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely
Parsley.
controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce
There's no
a year
Scott pickles.
in this one small area.
Lettuce. There's the Mickey Mouse. Chickpea, mustard.
Some of our best ideas have been
Potato.
inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants
Lavender.
vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year.
Some kind of pepper. Scott cucumber. Scott pickles. Yes. Microgreens.
The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratory. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind-the-scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
Remain seated at all times. During your slow-moving journey,
This is Major Bird Control. Welcome aboard. On the next please go where you are. Welcome aboard.
Now locate the monitor overhead to the right. Make sure your face
passengers. But where are we going? What kind of future will we discover? Surprisingly, the answers lie in our past. Since the dawn of recorded history, we've been inventing the future one step at a time. So let's travel back in time together. I'll show you how our ancestors created the world we know today. And then it will be your turn to create the world of tomorrow. Here, in this hostile world, is where our story begins. We are alone, struggling to survive, until we learn to communicate. Now we can have a team and survive together. It takes 15,000 years to come up with the next bright idea, recording our knowledge on cave hills. It was only one secret. When we wrote it, the recorded knowledge stayed behind. Now let's move ahead to ancient Egypt, because something is about to happen here that will change the future forever. This unnamed Egyptian pounding reeds is inventing papyrus. Papyrus in turn creates better records, facts, science, and unusual access. But it also brings with it the
Centuries after, prosperity never happened.
At this point, each civilization has its own form of writing. None of the skills can be described. But the machines who train them self-sufficient. They know the adaptable to this language. Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs? That's the Phoenicians. They invented them. And then begin teaching them tricky topic called mathematics. And with math comes mechanical technology and the birth of the high-tech life we enjoy today. Learn from the Greeks. Romans created powerful
Contribus legionibus praesidium non intera.
But then we get and the great library of Alexandria in Egypt was burned. Much of our learning is destroyed, lost forever. It turns out there are copies of some of these books in the libraries of the Middle East, being watched over by Arab and Jewish scholars. The first backhouses. The books are saved, and with them our dreams of the future. In the meantime, here in Europe, monks toil endlessly, 4 weeks by hand. Now knowledge can travel as fast as these new books, and travel they do. Books are the means to invent the future wisely, and the result is an incredible explosion of innovation and called the Renaissance. By now, they're all communicating from anywhere on Earth, and in 1969, from somewhere else. See the man on the moon. He had to invent a new language, spoken not by men, but by computers. At first very large and expensive computers, but you see the future. In everyone's hands. Together we form a super network that grows with billions of interactions. Once again, we stand on the brink of a new renaissance. After 30,000 years of time travel, here we are, a truly global community, poised to shape the future of this, our spaceship Earth.
Your time machine is rotating backward for your return to Earth. In preparation for your return to Earth, your time machine is now rotating backward. Please remain seated. Attention! You are now rotating backward for your return to Earth. Please remain seated, time travelers. Attention, travelers. Please remain seated. Your time machine is rotating backward. Return to Earth. In preparation for your return to Earth, your time machine is now rotating backward. Please remain seated.
For the first time in history, all of us can have a say about the kind of world we want to live in. The choices we have made for the past 30,000 years have been inventing the future one day at a time. And now, it's your turn. Let's have some fun creating the future, shall we? On your computer screen, answer a few questions for us. Then we'll show you a new world, custom made just for you. Ready? Your future is just about ready. Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future?
I was awake.
Here we're.
Here in your future, getting away on vacation is a breeze. Your smart suitcase knows where you're going and what you need. And with solar power from your home fueling station, you're off. Don't worry about the house.
They pick the same things as us.
Remote control can take care of anything you forgot.
No, they have pets.
You leave your country home in an ultra-light, ultra-powerful, totally networked family car that can take you anywhere. You've already planned the
You're
trip.
like a rat.
Travel agent. Hotels, check. Restaurants, check. Guided tours, check. Getting there is half the fun. So your family car will be equipped with virtual tools to teach you about the world outside your window.
They're playing chess.
You'll travel quickly and safely to places you can't imagine visiting today. And the moment you arrive at your ultimate vacation destination, you're out of this world.
With your mask.
Yeah.
That's all that's showing. Okay.
The end. Or should I say the beginning of your future.
Let's have some fun creating the future, shall we? On your computer screen, answer a few questions first. Then we'll show you a new world, custom made just for you. Ready?
I'm most interested in leisure. I guess outer space.
Sounds good.
Ocean's scary.
Yep.
I'm a planner.
Yeah.
Destination.
Yeah.
City. This country people are frightening. I worry about my pet. Let's try wind power.
Well done. Now, along with your answers, let's add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about.
Do we? Tell me more, Dame Judi Dench. Is that who it is? Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
It used to be Jeremy Irons.
Really?
He was the one before Judi Dench.
And now I believe your future is just about ready.
Is it? Is
Let's
it
take a
really?
look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future.
Looks like you have a horn.
It does.
Getting away on vacation is a breeze. Your smart suitcase knows where you're going and what you'll need.
Perfect.
And with wind power from your home fueling station, you're off. You won't have to worry about your pets while you're gone, thanks to handy household robots. You'll leave your city home in an ultra-light, ultra-powerful, totally networked family car that can take you anywhere. You've already planned the trip with your virtual travel agent. Hotels, check. Restaurants, check. Guided tours, check. You're ready to board on the journey because your car's holographic gaming technology keeps you connected to friends and family. Quickly and safely to places you couldn't imagine visiting today.
Like space. Our asses look fantastic in those suits.
So here's to the next 30,000 years on Spaceship Earth. While no one knows for sure what we'll see or do, our humors will be quite an adventure. And